Hello everyone, my name is Nurma. I'm an immigrant from Burma. Before I became an immigrant, I was a refugee in Malaysia. I never got to the school in Malaysia, so I couldn't finish any school. But when I came to the United States, I feel like I can achieve any goals because in United States, everyone can go to school. After I finish my high school diploma at Greenville College, I have to think about what major I would like to take. While I explore my major, I am taking the general education classes such as English 101, math, sociology, and psychology. Last fall, when I took the sociology and psychology class at the same time, the textbook's price was like $500 for both classes. I am receiving money from financial aid, so after I receive a refund, I bought the book with the money. But that was not a big issue. The issue is that week before the final, the bookstore stopped buying the book. I went to there to sell the book because I am not a psychology or sociology major. And in class, we did not end up reading the whole book. I have two books to sell, psychology and sociology. The book price when I bought it, it was a $300 for psychology textbooks and sociology is $200. The book condition is excellent because I have used it very carefully. But the amount of book the store gave me is really make me shocked and sad. They only give me $100 for the psychology book and a $2 for the sociology book. With $500 for both textbooks, I could buy so many things. I could help my mother pay some bills, such as phone bills or her Xfinity bills, and more. When the textbook condition is good, it still look like a new. But why we are not getting the full amount of back, or maybe a little bit more than they give it to me? Um, as a student body, we all want to have affordable price when it comes to textbooks. But unfortunately, many families like mine have to deal with the raising the cost of textbooks and other class material. This is not only affect this college, but other community and technical college across the states too. We believe it is the time to address this financial inequality. And especially for the immigrant and first generation college student, we should force the textbook manufacturer to not only provide their material at an affordable price, but also a free online option for those who cannot physically buy the book. Now, I also want to address something that critical to the health and well-being of not only for our students, but also the staff and faculty. In fact, many of the college residents are dealing with the health problem regarding the infrastructure that was built in the 1960s and 1970s. In fact, many of these buildings contain chemical and mold that can make our students and staff very sick. I have talked with some of the staff who work in those buildings. They told me that they start to have a health issue after a few months of working in those buildings. Symptoms are basically the same as when you smell the mold for a few months. And the worst part is that some of the buildings do not even have a window. These buildings need to be reconstructed to not only meet the need of the student, but also exist the modern day environment and the structural code that are required by law. Some of these buildings are inaccessible for those with the disabilities, and in particular for those with the physical limitation when it comes to mobility. The American with Disability Act was passed in 1990s to ensure that the student, faculty, and staff with this condition are able to access this building in an equitable manner. If other colleges around the state update their infrastructure, we can too, but only with your support for legislation centered on building code that are aligned with international standard of safety and the American with Disability Act of 1990. Campus infrastructure can not only appeal to those looking to attend a specific college, but also ensure that their safety is a top of mind. Lastly, I want to say that the textbook price affect the student college experience and their education. A lot of students are not buying the textbook that require for their classes because they are too expensive. This can be affect the student education now in the future. Thank you.